12:45 p.m. In the past 2 weeks, John has made 5 additional undercover buys from the ecstasy ring. The undercover agent has earned the dope ring's trust, and the source behind the operation has agreed to meet John face to face.
Nice shirt.
Whenever he met the guy with Norfolk. Come on, I'm waiting. Take your shot now. Takes a real man to wear pink.
I like it. I like it. I mean, there's not too many straight guys who can pull that off.
Yeah.
Too many straight people wear moccasins.
Oh, are you taking a shot at the moccasins?
No, those are nice.
I decided to wear a pink shirt because in this operation, the undercover they were looking for would be someone that would be selling the ecstasy in the suburbs, kind of dressed in a certain way that you would be seen in the bar or clubs like that. So you're playing a role. But the guys aren't comfortable enough in their masculinity to wear it. I mean, that's what it is. Let's go get in the ride.
1:05 p.m. John and his CI head out for an auto center parking lot, where they'll purchase 5,000 pills of ecstasy from the source.
Hey, what's up, man? We can make something happen. The thing with assuming that identity is you got to make sure that you don't talk too much, because the more you say, the more you do, the more you can slip up. All right, man. I mean, could we do 1,000 of those? It's a big game, so you're constantly thinking about what would the police do in this situation, and you got to try to act contrary to what they expect the police would do.
You know, like I told you last time, I do business with you, but I ain't gonna do business with your man.
If I felt like my life was in jeopardy, I would try to talk my way out of it. If you pull out your gun, they're not thinking that it's a police officer pulling their gun on them. They're thinking it's another bad guy trying to maybe rip them. So they may pull out their gun, and it's even worse. So that's the last resort that you want to go to something like that.
1:25 p.m. 5 minutes before the deal, there's a major problem.
All right, be advised, their cell is down right now. I have no audio.
John.
John's cell phone isn't working, and surveillance teams have no way of eavesdropping on the deal. He and his informant are now on their own.
He's slowing. Looks like he's going to dock it at a gas station right here at the corner.
1:30 p.m. The undercover SUV arrives at the auto center, but the ecstasy source is nowhere to be seen.
This neighborhood's not the best to sit in. There's just too many unknowns out here.
Target is not at the location.
My agents are out of location. The problem is that the bad guys know that my guy's sitting there with money, and he can send anybody over there to rip them off. If a UC has to sit there for 20 minutes, that's a red flag, because now my UC is a sitting duck. I gotta move my UC. Let's not have him sitting around as a sitting duck. Yeah, tell John to pull out of the lot. He's sitting there too long. Go ahead and pull him out of the lot.
After 30 minutes, the operation is finally called off. Then, just as John is leaving, the source arrives on the scene in a red SUV.
There he is.
Driver's door open and he's out.
Here we go. He's going to our UC car.
The source gets into John's SUV, but he's agitated and refuses to go through with the deal.
The supplier noticed an unmarked police car and got hinky thinking that he saw undercover cops. He made the comment, if he was ever attempted to be arrested, he would shoot a cop in the face. Immediately that sent a red flag up in my head that he's not stable. At that point I just said, if you see police in the area, let's just call the deal off.
Alright, he's back out. Head to the right.
Hopefully that gains some credibility in the target size. Sometimes, police are so eager to get the drug seizure, they push too hard. So I thought in this operation, it was a good decision just to call it off and try another day.
Another right there. Northbound.
Stay back here.
Agents are worried the source is spooked and may end all contact with John before they learn his identity.
Okay, he's pulling away from the curb.
The team is forced to improvise.
What street is he in?
They decide to follow the source and pull him over an hour later in a seemingly routine traffic stop.
Westbound Curtis.
To further our investigation, we always have to get somebody ID'd. You know, it doesn't do us any good to buy drugs from somebody we don't know.
Let's see if he makes that right-hand turn.
The individual in the red SUV said he would shoot a cop in the face. When you hear that somebody's going to make a threat like that, you have to obviously believe that he's going to carry out that threat. And you have to be ready for it.
On at the light.
Brad and Woody tail the source for an hour before pulling him over, so he won't suspect John was involved.
Jesus. Watch yourself.
Okay, we got to stop.
Step out. Put your hands right there.
Inhale, 1-3 of 79.
How old are you? What's your date of birth again?
7-3, 79. Not 73,
I got it. You are lying?
No, I'm saying 79. I got it mixed up.
The source gives Brad and Woody a fake name. It's a misdemeanor offense, and the agents could arrest him, but they know doing so would put John's case at risk.
We knew that he was lying, but at that point in time, it would have jeopardized our investigation if we would arrest him just for a minor traffic violation. So we just let him go. I could lock you up for a whole bunch of but I'm not going to.
Thank you, officer.
You have a blessed day.
The agents take a calculated risk and release the source. It's a gamble they'll soon regret. Next on DEA,
What's this guy doing?
the unidentified source goes underground,
Are we ready? Yeah, let's ride.
and Group 14 scrambles to track him down.
Go, go, go!